I was a founder of one startup, Uber for Logistics, and I founded in 2016 in Moscow, Russia, and have been developing it for 3 years. Have raised 2 rounds, small one from angel investor and then from strategic player, and sold it to the strategic player afterwards. Um, we've been growing like 20% monthly, and our clients were corporates like big companies like Leroy Merlin, some Biff, IKEA, many other different, and it was kind of interesting experience for me because it was my first startup, and I was suddenly from different background, from financial background. I didn't know anything about logistics, so the first challenge I've met was like to understand the market, to find people from the market, and to kind of gather the team. So I had I really wanted to speak to specialists, and I had no one around. So I had I did the trick on Facebook. There are a few groups in logistics, and I've put kind of a post that I would share a list of logistics startups and their background with anybody who's mailed me and put their details to me. And I got 15 responses so far. Many of them were from big companies in logistics, and I met with them all and kind of got this market exposure for free. And one of them was from Sony, and she became my partner, my co-founder, in a few months. So in this startup you have to go beyond. You have to find creative ways to get what you need. I knew a lot of cool co-founders and founders that actually run some events, started running the events with their competitors first to find out the information from them, and then actually founding the company. So and currently I work for Sum&Substance, which is KYC ML provider, and it's been on the market since 2015. I joined the company after I met them for my logistics project. They provided us with Know Your Driver solution, and it actually helped us grow steadily, and it helped us to eliminate some risks of losing the load and working with untrustful carriers. And when they found out that I exited, they kind of hired me for the European exposure because I moved to London. And currently it's a bit different stage for me because my startup was local in a way, so you deal with people and culture and familiar with. And currently I deal with international companies, and I work in total different environment and culture, and I need to lean in, if you know what I mean, and to kind of find ways to communicate and to get your message across different people from different countries. And it's quite hard because it's all every day is different, and all the time it's different people that you meet, and you have to upgrade your soft skills a lot. Even though you know the subject, you know the product, maybe your product is good, but you need to upgrade your soft skills in a very accelerated way. Yeah, that's basically. You can't be on your own, so definitely team is number one. The founder has to build a strong team with different skills to add on to the whole picture. And as for CEO, I believe he has to be very social, very, the best skill that CEO can have is networking skill and sales skill. Because in the end, what the founder has to do is sell to other co-founders, sell to partners, sell to investors, sell to team, and sell to clients eventually. So I think that the founder should be very communicative and very open-minded. And also technical skills is very important. I mean, if you do an IT or tech startup, you need to have a very great, cool people from technical perspective in your team. because in the end it's the main advantage. You can do something better one step before your competitors. Well, currently I work, like my core team is another city, another country. So in terms of communication and like feelings, yeah, you definitely feel kind of out of picture. That's something you wouldn't do if you need your startup grow fast, if you have the chance. But we just end up like this, where we like working on it right now. But I don't believe you feel lonely, because in the end your team became your family. You work like 24/7 with them, and they kind of make me feel that you're doing something good, you go into the right direction. And if it's not the case, probably you have to rethink about people you're working with, because you have to be comfortable with them, you have to trust them with anything, to be honest. But definitely there are some conflicts, like between partners, investors, and the best thing you have to kind of take in mind that do not kind of quarrel with them, do not like cut the strings, because you never know where these people are gonna be. And like if you start a company with them, that's definitely was a sign that these people, like, you found something in the people, and maybe you have to rethink what and remind yourself what have you found there. But I don't believe like founders are not lonely at all. Like, you're always surrounded by people. Culture is most important in startup, I think, in entrepreneurship. Maybe in corporate world they kind of would choose kind of skills or experience at the expense of culture. In startup, I believe culture and being on one mindset is something very important. Not everybody talks about like being born entrepreneur or the genes you have. To be honest, I think it's not the case. I think the case is your determinants, your stubbornness, because in the end, the winner is the one who makes this extra mile, that like waited for a bit longer than anybody else, or tried again. And this is the case for success, I believe.